Get ready, news junkies. The information superhighway is buzzing, and we've got the hottest updates straight to you, faster than ever. From groundbreaking artistic endeavors to deeply moving human stories, this is the kind of news that shapes our world and sparks conversation. We're diving headfirst into a cycle that never sleeps, bringing you the must-know details that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Buckle up, because today's lineup is packed with stories that are already making waves and will keep you on the edge of your seat. You're not going to want to miss a single second of this. So, let's get right into it. First up, a celebrated artist is lending their iconic voice to a significant national project, capturing the essence of a nation's history. Then, we're heading overseas to a powerful film that's making international waves and has just secured major distribution, touching on a story that has resonated globally. After that, get ready to celebrate a beloved artist's incredible talent with a look back at their most unforgettable performances. And finally, we're heading to a local celebration where community pillars are being honored for their lifelong dedication. Stick around, because this is PumpTalk news, and we've got it all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. A voice for a nation's legacy. This story highlights a significant cultural contribution as a renowned artist takes on the monumental task of narrating a documentary celebrating a nation's 50th anniversary. The artist's distinctive vocal talent is being utilized to bring to life the historical narrative of the National Assembly, marking a pivotal moment in national commemoration. This project underscores the power of voice in preserving and conveying national heritage, ensuring that this milestone is remembered with clarity and impact. The selection of this particular artist suggests a deliberate choice to imbue the documentary with a sense of gravitas and widespread recognition, aiming to connect with a broad audience. The narrative will likely delve into the foundational aspects of the nation's governance and its journey over the past 5 decades, with the artist's voice serving as a guiding thread through this historical tapestry. It's a blend of artistic expression and national remembrance, creating an auditory experience that is both informative and emotionally resonant, aiming to capture the spirit and evolution of the nation's legislative body. The involvement of such a prominent figure elevates the documentary beyond a simple historical record, transforming it into a cultural event in itself, celebrating half a century of national development through the art of storytelling. This initiative promises a unique perspective on national history, delivered through a voice that is already deeply familiar and respected, making the commemoration all the more impactful and memorable for citizens and history enthusiasts alike. This development has generated considerable excitement, with many anticipating how the artist's unique vocal delivery will shape the perception of the nation's history and its governing institutions. Analysts are keen to see how this high-profile narration will influence public engagement with the documentary and national heritage. But that's just the beginning of our global look at impactful stories. Next, we're shifting focus to a powerful film that's making international headlines and has just secured major distribution in the Arab world. A story of resilience on the global stage. In a significant move for international cinema, the critically acclaimed film, The Voice of Hind Rajab, has secured its Arab theatrical distribution rights through MAD Distribution. This acquisition marks a crucial step in bringing a deeply moving and important story to a wider audience across the Middle East and North Africa. The film, directed by Tunisia's own Kayather Ben Hania, is already garnering significant attention, having been officially selected as Tunisia's entry for the Best International Feature Film category at the upcoming 98th Academy Awards. This prestigious nomination signals the film's potential to make a substantial impact on the global cinematic landscape. The international sales are being managed by the Paris-based The Party Film Sales, with CAA Media Finance representing the project in the competitive North American market. Notably, the film has attracted support from a constellation of Hollywood's most respected figures, including Brad Pitt, Joaquin Phoenix, Rooney Mara, Alfonso Cuarón, and Jonathan Glazer, underscoring the project's artistic merit and the profound resonance of its subject matter. The narrative centers on the tragic and unforgettable story of 6-year-old Hind Rajab, who lost her life in January 2024 during Israel's military operations in Gaza. Her death, along with that of her family and the paramedics attempting a rescue, occurred when their vehicle was targeted while they were attempting to flee Gaza City. This event, occurring months after the October 7th attacks, has become a symbol of the devastating human cost of the ongoing conflict, which has tragically claimed tens of thousands of Palestinian lives. The film's synopsis reveals its harrowing opening. On January 29, 2024, Palestine Red Crescent volunteers received a desperate call from Hind, trapped and alone in a car under heavy gunfire. Despite their heroic efforts, they were unable to reach her in time. This tragedy sparked widespread international outrage, leading to global protests and significant acts of solidarity, such as students at Columbia University renaming Hamilton Hall to Heinz Hall and American rapper Macklemore releasing a protest anthem dedicated to her. Director Kayather Ben-Hania, known for her Oscar-nominated film, Four Daughters, described the decision to make the Voice of Hind Rajab as both urgent and personal. She was deeply affected after hearing a short audio clip of Hind's final moments, which compelled her to abandon other projects and dedicate herself to telling Hind's story. The full 70-minute recording from the Red Crescent solidified her resolve. "I heard the sound of her voice, and I felt the ground shift beneath me," Ben-Hania stated, emphasizing the profound impact of Hind's plea. She meticulously crafted the screenplay based on real testimonies and the authentic audio recording, choosing to keep the violence off-screen to focus on the emotional weight of silence, anticipation, and fear. "Sometimes, what you don't see is more devastating than what you do," she explained. Ben-Hania views the film as an act of memory and resistance, asserting cinema's power to preserve truths amidst the transient nature of news cycles, concluding, "May Hind Rajab's voice be heard." The film's powerful subject matter and directorial vision have already sparked intense discussion globally, with many hailing it as a vital piece of cinematic testimony. Industry analysts predict a strong performance during the awards season, especially given the high-profile endorsements. This impactful story is just one of the compelling narratives we're covering today. Now, let's switch gears to celebrate the incredible talent and artistry of a beloved global music icon. A Golden Voice's unforgettable covers. As the celebrated Golden Maknae of the global phenomenon BTS, Jeon Jungkook, marks his 28th birthday on September 1st, fans are invited on a nostalgic journey through his most memorable song covers. Known universally for his exceptional vocal prowess, Jungkook has consistently captivated audiences worldwide by reinterpreting songs from a diverse range of artists, blending Korean and Western music with his unique artistry. This special feature highlights 8 of his most outstanding covers, offering fans a chance to revisit these performances and share their personal favorites. The selection includes a deeply personal rendition that evokes powerful memories for the author, recalling a trip to Jungkook's hometown of Busan, where hearing the cover on a boat at sea brought tears to his eyes. Another standout is a cover that elevates an already beautiful song to heavenly heights, showcasing Jungkook's impressive vocal range and his ability to make any song his own, with a special mention of RM's complimentary, mono voice. The list also features a cover that holds a special place for Baby Armies, as it was released during the early days of their fandom journey, accompanied by the precious 1,000 Hours with Army initiative on SoundCloud, making it an endearing favorite. There's also a cover that challenges the preference for original versions, with the author admitting that Jungkook's rendition surpasses the original for them, and a particularly moving duet version with fellow BTS member Jimin. A cover that deeply resonates is one that showcases the raw emotion in Jungkook's voice, prompting fans to wonder about the inspiration behind such heartfelt delivery. The list also includes a surprising discovery for many, a 2014 cover that reveals a young, passionate Jungkook at the very beginning of his career, demonstrating his early dedication and talent. To illustrate his artistic evolution, a more recent cover is included, allowing listeners to trace his growth as a musician over the years, proving that everything he touches indeed turns to gold. Beyond these curated selections, the piece acknowledges Jungkook's frequent live performances and Weverse sessions, where he often shares impromptu covers, further solidifying his reputation as an artist who lives and breathes music. The article concludes with a heartfelt birthday wish, celebrating not only his talent, but also his golden heart, expressing gratitude for his comforting presence in the world. This tribute to Jungkook's vocal talent has ignited a passionate response from fans across the globe, flooding social media with their own favorite covers and birthday messages. The curated list has become a trending topic, celebrating his artistry and his significant impact on the music industry. From global music sensations to local heroes, our next story celebrates community dedication. We're heading to Richmond for a heartwarming look at individuals being honored for their contributions. Community pillars honored as Grand Marshals. In a heartwarming recognition of dedicated service and deep-rooted community involvement, Rich and Sue Weinert have been selected as the Grand Marshals for the 2025 Richmond Good Old Days Festival. This honor is a testament to their extensive and ongoing contributions to the Richmond area, particularly through their active support of the Richmond Area Historical and Genealogical Society, RAHGS. Mayor and Festival Committee co-chairperson Tim Ricks highlighted their unparalleled knowledge of the city's history, stating, "Rich and Sue have continuously volunteered throughout the community in many ways over many years. Their selection process involved community nominations, followed by a rigorous review by the festival's board of directors to identify individuals who have most significantly benefited the community." The Weinerts will play a highly visible role throughout the festival, which runs from September 4th to 7th, participating in various events, judging parades, and prominently featuring in the traditional Great Michigan Parade on Sunday. Rich Weinert, a Richmond native, returned to the city in 1984 to raise his family and has been a consistent force for community betterment. His dedication was recognized with the city's Volunteer of the Year award in 2021. His long-standing commitment to RAHGS, serving on its board since the early 2000s, earned him the Alexander Macomb Historical Award in 2024. His civic engagement also includes service on the city's Planning Commission and the Tax Increment Finance Authority, TIFA, board. Mayor Ricks further noted Rich's involvement in initiatives like the Christmas Main Street Decorations Committee. Professionally, Rich had a distinguished 42-year career in advertising, including significant work at Campbell Ewald and Commonwealth/McCann, where he was part of the acclaimed Like a Rock ad campaign for Chevrolet trucks, an idea he helped develop using a Bob Seger song. Sue Weinert, who established the successful Sew Together quilting business in Richmond in 1994, has also been deeply involved in numerous local causes. Her support extends to the American Cancer Society, the Richmond High School Band, and the Lois Wagner Memorial Library, in addition to her work with RAHGS. A graduate of Michigan State University with a degree in journalism, Sue also worked as a TV guide editor. Married since 1980, the Weinerts have 2 daughters and 5 grandchildren. Sue fondly recalls their first experience with the Good Old Days Festival in 1984, the same year they moved into their current home, when fire engines participating in the event circled their driveway, waking their infant daughter. Rich shared his own nostalgic memories of the festival from his youth, including enjoying the carnival and parade and attending the very first ping-pong ball drop. Over the years, the Weinerts have shared these experiences with their daughters, participating in events like Little Miss Richmond and the Children's Main Street Parade, where their daughters were actively involved in marching bands and color guards. Rich continues to enjoy festival traditions such as the Demolition Derby and has served as a docent in the Richmond Historic Village. Sue has been a festival participant for decades, both as a business owner and a supporter, donating to events like the ping pong ball blowout and witnessing the outhouse races and car parades pass her shop. Rich anticipates his duties as Grand Marshal with enthusiasm, looking forward to judging parades and participating in opening ceremonies, describing the role as a big honor and expressing his humility. The community's response to the Weinerts' appointment has been overwhelmingly positive, with many residents sharing stories of their personal interactions and appreciation for the couple's long-standing commitment. Local officials have praised the selection as a fitting tribute to individuals who truly embody the spirit of Richmond. And that wraps up our main stories for today. But before you go, we've got a quick recap of all the incredible updates we've brought you. A national treasure gets a powerful voice in a new documentary. A poignant film about Hind Rajab secures key distribution and heads for the Oscars. BTS star Jungkook's incredible song covers are celebrated on his birthday. And community champions Rich and Sue Weinert are honored as Grand Marshals in Richmond. That's all for this episode of PumpTalk News. If you enjoyed these updates, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below and follow us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching.